Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Spiritual Insight. I am Tiffany White, Sage Woman, and I'm very excited and honored to be with each and every one of you this evening. Here we are, Sunday, November 23rd. We're in Thanksgiving week this week for those that celebrate Thanksgiving in the United States. And pretty much it should be gratitude should be daily, shouldn't it? Should be a daily occurrence, actually a daily state of being. It should be who we are uh, every day, every night, just every moment. So let's see. Let me make sure I'm live on TikTok. Okay, so I am streaming live on TikTok again tonight, as well as Rumble, BitChute, X, YouTube channel, as well as my personal LinkedIn, which is, I do believe, Tiffany White Sage Woman, if you find me on LinkedIn as well. So hello, Ruth, over on Rumble, and Wendy, good evening to both of you. And again, good evening to everyone over on BitChute. They're usually pretty quiet over there. But just hello, and then let's see who we have. Excuse me, on showing up on TikTok. For those of you who are not familiar with who I am and my services, you can check out my website, which is whitesagewoman.com. 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 You can check out my services, and you can also book a session there if you would like to do so as well. Oh, and then hello, Maureen, over on Rumble as well. And let's see. All right. So I'm going to do a little bit of sharing first, but because it is Thanksgiving week, I'll go ahead and give a couple of messages too for those that are here. I'll give some messages for those that are here this evening. Hello, Patty. Except for Richard may not be with us this evening, but he did let me know ahead of time, and he gave me some questions. So I will be answering those shortly, Richard, for you. Thank you. And that's the thing, is if my shows are Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern time, unless I let you know by the end of the show if we're having a show the next week. And sometimes things happen where last minute I might not have a show. But if you don't see me go live, then I'm not having a show. And but those of you who know me can ask too if it's getting closer. Hey, you having a show? So we just take care of it that way. But anyway, so welcome everyone. All right. So let's see. Whew, powerful times we are in for sure. Okay. I feel like there was something I wanted to say before, right off the bat, but it will come to me, I guess. So, yeah. So, a little bit too about my services is a lot of work that I do as well, besides spiritual counseling, spiritual intuitive sessions, which comes with it all comes together. Really can't separate it. With healing, you're going to get everything, which means you're going to get something for your mind, body, and soul. You're going to get something for your body, for your mind, for your soul. It's all together. You really can't pull that apart. I can't separate that. That's just what you're going to get. But I also do a lot of womb work. And because, we really are, they took the B off of women. It's we're woman, WOMBAN, woman. We are woman. And it's a sacred womb. The sacred womb is a portal. It's a divine portal. All right. And yes, you can, if anyone who is joining, you can ask questions if you would like to, who joined here. So, and just say hello. And so I can acknowledge you. I think that's Brandon. Anyway, welcome to all those that's coming up on TikTok as well. And I forgot to ask someone to monitor TikTok for me tonight, but I can see it. So yes, all right. I will be giving some messages after I always like to do some sharing. I like to share some spiritual insight, and whether it's things that communication that I have had with my team, with my spiritual guidance team, and with my own experiences. Those types of things. Let me see who we have. Irish Green Eyes, Darren. Oh, nice, nice. Thank you. Welcome over there on TikTok. All right. So from time to time, I will share from others who are putting out some really great information as well, who are doing some sharing and things that I resonate with. Um, there's, yeah. So we just have to use discernment and just be very careful with who we give our time and energy to. But a lot of time you ask your guidance team for information, for those that maybe the shows that you want to watch, or if there's a podcast, or should I excuse me, should I listen to this, should I watch this? um, and and if I hear a yes, then I will. If I hear a no, and then here's the thing too, is sometimes I get this gentle yes, this nudge, and I'm sitting watching this podcast. I'm just like, oh, I don't resonate with this. Why did you want me to watch this? And they're like, just give it a couple more minutes and you'll see. And usually it will be something that is said or something that is stated that is either profound, or something that expands on what I know, um, or something that validates what my team has told me. So it's really beautiful, and we should really just trust our team and that guidance. And so that's just how I work and what I do. And it's so much more than just a gut intuition. It's actual guidance, and it does require some trust. And I know as human beings we all suffer from PTSD. We all have trust issues. But you know what? Oh, we really, really can trust our higher selves, our soul, which is closest to God's source. And I can tell you, our Creator is all loving, is beautiful, and is not what you read about these little G's, these little G gods, that act with such humanness, with such human characters and traits. So just know that. And it's important too that we do that. We take that leap of faith. We trust. We do that shadow work, the inner child work, what they want to call that. We shouldn't bury things so deep, because it really weighs us down and pulls us down. And it can be things that we think that we have taken care of, or I didn't think this was affecting me. Surprise, surprise, and it really can. And it will just come up organically. You ask to just start, hey, I need to start taking care of my business. I need to be responsible for my mind, body, and soul. I need to be responsible for my actions, and maybe start paying attention. Start asking yourself why. Why? Why am I reacting this way? Are you reacting or responding? Reactive is very fast. A response is that count to 10, or take a little longer and then respond. There's a difference between, and note your immediate reaction. And then if you just count to 10, or take a couple of minutes, maybe half an hour, maybe several hours. I just will take, I'm going to sleep on it. Oh, and then wait till the next day. If you were to start writing down, maybe in a journal, just writing down, this is my initial reaction. And my journal's full of those. My initial reaction sounds really mean. But then you sit back, cool down, and just like, wait, you know what? Let me look at this. Let me get the whole picture, not just my side of it. Let me see the whole picture. Let me get the whole picture. And then we sit down with that. And then usually my reaction and my response is different. And you know that you are, if you want to check yourself and know that you are expanding, I don't want to say growing, but expanding. You know that you are when your response and your initial uh, reaction and your response start to match. And so that's just a little test. Try that and see what happens. But we have to get to know we have to know ourselves. We have to know thyself, and in order to take responsibility for who we are, and to make sure that no one makes choices for us. All right. So that's a big one. That's a big one. So let's see. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Marcia. Is that Carol Ann? Carol Ann or Carol? Yes. All right. So we have lots of people over there on TikTok. Thank you. Just hang with me. I'm going to do a little bit of sharing. I like to, and this is very interactive too. If there's any comments, you have anything you would like to express, please do so. This is a very interactive show. I have people that comment on YouTube, that comment on Rumble, and now on TikTok. Okay. And they can comment as well on X, and as well as BitChute and LinkedIn. So all of the places that I'm streaming live to has the capability of commenting and sharing. So we love the sharing. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying, and that's okay. We can agree to disagree, and I do so. I am grateful for each of you. I honor and respect you, and your choices and your decisions. Okay. Hello, Carol Ann. Carrie, so look, I kid you not, I said Carol Ann. And now here's our Carol Ann Carrie over on YouTube. Hello, beautiful. Thanks for being here. All right, so I'm going to share a little bit, and I will tell you this. This is from, I'll share just a little bit of, I really like, her name is Jane Evershed. Jane Evershed. I will share her Substack. I'll share the link, or I'll spell it out as well. But she is on Substack. I like a lot of her things, and she also communicates. Not and a lot of things that too. When I say my guidance team, we all have a lot of different beings on our guidance team. Who should be the lead is our higher self, and then we have these other beautiful guides who are higher self, or soul selects. They always have to pass the soul selection. Your soul, your guardian angel, and so then you can have some family members. You can have, of course, you're going to have those of you who maybe you've had different lives with. That's what they call the soulmates you've had with different people. And there's also, don't forget, our galactic family. All sorts of other different beautiful benevolent beings. And animal guides. We have our animal guidance team, our animal totems, and even our animals, our pet companions. We also have elementals and nature. There's this huge communication network. We're all connected. We're all one. You've heard that. That's not just some BS. That's some real stuff. It's real authentic stuff here. And there's always a message. There's always communication going on if we just stop being so distracted. Anyway, I was only going to pick and choose a little bit of her most recent Substack, because she's a very nice author, and she can write a little bit. But I'm just going to share some of the key points that was just like, I really like this and I resonate with this too. All right. So she uses the term dream walker. And so I had, a long time ago, people were telling me that I was a spirit walker, and I had no idea what that was. And so I was like, I'm a spirit walker. What does that mean? Let me sit with that with my team. I'm not sure what that means. And so they were just like, yeah, spirit walkers are those who are able to walk in between the dimensions. Now, we're all multidimensional, but we have this, the spirit walkers are aware of what they are doing. And I was aware that I was always doing work in dream time as well. All right. And whether you want to call it astral traveling, or you want to call it dream time, we're just all aware of what we are doing. If you can't remember, before you go to sleep, make this statement. I recall and remember all my soul travels, all my soul experiences, and my dreams with grace and ease. And as I am remembering and recalling them with great detail, I am observing only, which means you're not going to relive it. You're not going to relive anything. You're observing. Okay. Very important. Very important. So I love how she said the dream walker's timeline, and why nighttime is when the real ascension happens. How many of you have been really tired and want to sleep more than usual? Now, you can have these little bursts of energy, but then you can also sleep and sleep really, really well and sleep for a long time, sleep longer than you usually do, right? So, yeah. All right. So, this was actually a part 2, and just part 1 she covered in great detail, but I'm just going to read a little snippet because I thought this was so profound. If time is an illusion, why do we say timeline? That was my question that I presented to my team, because that's all we seem to hear about is these timelines, timelines, timelines. But if time is an illusion, is something of the matrix, why are we saying timeline? So, and then I was guided to read her article on Substack. Love that. So, in part 1, we uncovered that timelines are not lines at all. They're all frequency corridors that you shift through resonance, through breath, that sacred breath, coherence, and the power of your own voice. But there's a deeper truth beneath that truth. Oh, let's go deeper in the truth. Most of your timeline shifts don't happen while you're awake. They happen at night, in the subtle threshold states where your soul slips out of the dense passageways of daily identity, and we enter a fluid architect, the plasma field of the Cathera field. So she communicates with this planet. There's no Eartha, Tara, Gaia, however you want to refer to her. Eartha, or Earth, is her 3D aspect. Tara is her 5D, and Gaia is her 7D. And she can keep ascending beyond that too, and beyond, right? So hello, Robin, over on TikTok. So we can expand even further too. So as this planet is doing as well, okay? So she communicates, who I'm reading, the Jane here, she communicates with the Earth, with the ley lines, with what's called the CDT plates, okay? All right, which is really the structural blueprint of this planet's connected to the Cathera field, which is a structural blueprint for all consciousness. Okay, so dream time is where the hidden work occurs. Healing, recalibration, memory return with grace and ease, grid repair, because it's not just us, it's not just our DNA and our grid, but what about this beautiful realm that we're on, this beautiful planet, this biosphere? All right, we're all doing this together. All right, and the quiet pulling of your future self into a present timeline. Even when you wake with no memory of the realms you walked, your subconscious remembers everything, and every coherent frequency you touched in sleep becomes a cellular instruction your waking body quietly grows into. So your body responds to this. All right. And this is the mystery of the night work. Your most ancient, most accurate instrument of ascension is why you need to sleep, is why we need to recalibrate and to elevate above all this false light intrusions. This is the ingenious and pure love of God Source Creator at work. All right, isn't that beautiful? So beautiful. Let me check over here real quick and make sure there's any questions. Do I have any questions? Again, welcome everyone who's even just tuning in. I'm just reading, sharing a little bit of a newsletter from Jane Evershield, and then I will absolutely be happy Evershed, Jane Evershed. I do not want to get her name wrong. I apologize, hon. I will put her link up for those who can see it, and then for TikTok, I will spell it out. And when I'm done sharing with that, then we can get some messages. So think about what questions you want to ask, or if I'll just pull the card for you. All right, and stay hydrated. Stay hydrated too, okay? So we will get to that. Anyway, this will just help you because the cards and the messages I'm going to give really deals with your inner child doing that dark shadow work that goes hand in hand with what we're talking about here too, okay? So let's answer a few questions. Wait a minute, let me see. Did I really want to do all this? All right. A lot of people know this is that we're in that moment of when we just start falling asleep. We have some really great experiences. You know that when we're just starting to fall asleep, and then even when we're starting to wake up a little bit, we start to remember. In that brief moment, we remember everything. All right, and these states are the easiest gateways for these shifts that we're taking. All right, and it's not that they come and they go, but that it's anchoring. It's anchoring, and they can anchor. Okay. Let's see. So Oh, she's very very detailed. So I'm trying to just get to. All right. So does a timeline shift stay with you, or is it fleeting? So the shift itself happens in that liminal state, the transition areas between two states of being. But the anchoring happens through choice in the waking state. So this is while we're waking, this is what are you anchoring into when you're awake in your daily life. You match the frequency upon awakening. While breathing in the spiral, and know that energy is a spiral. It's a spiral. It's a vortex. It's a spiral, and breath doesn't come to us really just in a straight line. It's not linear. It's actually in a spiral. We've seen this in tornadoes. We've seen this in hurricanes. We've seen the way that air moves, and so of course our breath is going to be spiral as well. So while breathing in the spiral at least once and speaking in a small truth out loud, you will soon begin to notice the improvements in your waking life. All right. As you refuse the old resonance the moment it tries to reclaim you and take one coherent action, you're blocking that false light opponent like a seasoned boxer. That's what I want y'all to get to be that seasoned boxer. Go, whoop, nope, no. That's not me, or that's no longer me. That's an older, outdated version of myself. You know, You'll get seasoned with it too. Practice, practice. You just have to keep doing it, right? You just have to keep applying. Have to keep applying. Don't dismiss these experiences as just a dream. How many of you have done that? Oh, it was so profound, but it was just a dream. No, don't do that. Gosh, it was like, who remembers who likes 80s music? I mean, Heart. Remember Heart? These Dreams? Oh my gosh, that was so, I love that song so much because I resonated with it. And I was like, yes, yes, I get it. All right. Your dreams toward positive transforming in your daily life can only flourish if you disembowel fear and that self torture that we do to our own self. Stop pushing ourselves down. That self negation. This way, the old emotional loops that come through your earth station to pick you up will be rerouted, and you will cease to travel in the same direction as the people around you who match the former resonance signature registering lower on the timeline totem pole. So, and we've said that you know this a lot of times, as we are taking care of our shadow work, we are taking care and doing that we need to do, and we feel like we are changing, like we feel lighter, we feel great. But then you start to notice that some people drop off, because if they can't match your frequency, they're going to drop off. And let that happen. Okay, we don't want to be aligned with those that are dropping off. Everyone is responsible for their own actions. You can't save anybody. All right, you can love them. You can love them. Love them from a distance. You can love them. And that's very powerful. All right. Sometimes a single insight before sleep changes your entire life in an instant, and other times it fades like fog. The difference is whether you harmonize to it upon awakening. So this is why there's some ancient teachings that say, guard the first breath of the morning. The first breath locks this frequency corridor, this timeline, this frequency corridor, this frequency that we are on. When you first wake up, lay there for 3 minutes. Don't be so fast to grab your phone. Don't, just, if you can't, just lay there for 3 minutes, or just be very mindful of that first breath when you open your eyes. Okay? Many great shifts, creative revolutions, or life decisions feel like they drop down or out of nowhere between worlds. When you dream in a state of lucidity, you have the steering wheel of destiny in your hands. Even if you don't know what that is, even if you don't, what's going on? I'm confused, but I know it's for my highest and greatest. Okay? I get that. I know that. All right. So let me see. I'm just going to scroll down because it goes into really, really great details over everything. So I just want to get to this. The first 3 minutes after waking determines your frequency corridor. Another word for timeline. I like it. I'm going to go with it. Frequency corridor instead of timeline. So the first 3 minutes, whether you remember your dreams or not. So to truly bring coherence into your awakening field before your eyes close the day, remind yourself that upon awakening, you will anchor your connection to cosmic wisdom with these words that unleash the bridging protocols. Okay? So before you go to sleep, what we want to say is, upon waking, may the first breath I take, may the first words I speak, and the first intention I hold define the first choice I make to ascend to ever higher frequency corridors. Timelines. That's beautiful, isn't it? Even if you just wake up and I am grateful for the passing night. I am grateful for this fresh new day. Gratitude, being grateful. The first breath, I am love, you are love, we are love, we are one love. And I want this peace and this harmony to be that first choice. How I want to stay, how I want to state in my day to go. Command your day to go. Okay? And so I like those suggestions. You can tweak it, make it your own too. That's what's so beautiful. Just as long as it resonates with you. Oh, hello, Richard. You did make it. Bear hug to you too. I'm getting ready to go into the messages here. I just want to share what I shared with you, what I was reading, just tidbits of it. It's Jane Evershed. She's on Substack. Jane, JaneEvershed. Jane Evershed. She has fascinating information with her experiences and her communications, and it's just so beautiful. You should see the whole works on Mary Magdalene, the Divine Feminine. It's if it resonates with you, just take what you can use and leave the rest. That's what I always say. Take what you can use, take what you can use and leave the rest if it doesn't resonate with you. Okay, so that's being said. Now I will get to some. Let me go and get some. Take care of some questions here from what I had just shared. Let's see. I see Wendy had asked a question. What if you know you are dreaming and you try to change your dream? You can change your dream. You can change your dream. You can stop it. I learned this as a teenager. A lot of time, and if there's someone in a cape and with a hood and you can't see their face chasing you, or a robe, I should say, with the hood and chasing you, and you think it's somebody bad and you keep running and running and running. All right. And you keep doing that. You need to stop and turn around and face that being head on. And because there was always, like, I thought, a shadow figure following me. And when I did that, and I was like, show yourself, it was me. It was me. It was me. What was I so fearful of? Myself, my higher self, trying to bring wisdom and knowledge to me, and I kept running away. So, and I'm like, that's what I was fearful of. This is why we must meet our fears head on. And then I learned that if I have to get up to go to the bathroom, I would go to the bathroom and it would pick right back up. I could pause it. I could tweak it. There's something that was happening and I'm like, no, stop. I don't like that. Let's change it. Let's do it this way instead and run this scenario. I kid you not, it works. It works. Just try it. Say, no, I don't want to do it this way. Let's do it this way. You can't change your dream. I've done it. I know Robin's done it. Robin over there on TikTok. Robin's done it too. So hello, was that Dawn? Hello, Dawn. How you doing? It's good to see you again. Aw, thank you. So nice to see you live. Oh, it's great to see you too. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to go into the messages portion of it now. I like to always just share some wisdom first, some spiritual insight, and then go into being Thanksgiving week. And I know I gave messages last week. We had a great Goldylocks Productions Spiritual Message Circle last night. If you missed that, be sure to check out the Spiritual Message Circle. And you can do that under all the Goldylocks Productions platforms, which is what we're streaming to now. And that's Goldylocks with a Y. And so let's see. I only got another comment here by Wendy. I fell asleep in my hip brace one night and dreamed I was being eaten by a snake. I kept telling myself it was my hip brace. Wow. What does the snake represent to you? What does the snake represent to you? What is the dates of that? It'll come to me. The 13th cosmic astrology sign that was taken away from us, or that is hidden from us, is actually in alignment now. It started November 20th. It's December. I know, Carol Ann, you're in that 13th sign. You're not really Sagittarius. You are the, what is that called? I just went blank. But it's the 13th sign, which is supposed to be a being with a snake. All right? It's a woman. Of course it's a woman with a snake. Now, wasn't there a story about a woman and a snake? Yeah. And the woman made a bad choice. Come on. A bad decision? Eating an apple? Something like that? No. Oh, I know this is on the tip of my tongue. Usually, let me, hold on. I know that Laura Eisenhower, she does a lot of the cosmic astrology. Let me just look up this real quick. 13th astrological sign. Oh, that's it. Officius. 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 I'm sorry. I apologize. That's it. It's the 13th astrology sign. It's the serpent bearer. It's the constellation that passes through. This one says November 29th. I thought it was November 20th and to December 18th. It's not part of the Western astrology, but it is still recognized in other parts of the world. Okay? And it is a real constellation. It's a real constellation that they can't hide. Okay? It's officially one of the 88 modern constellations. It's located in between the constellation of Scorpius and Sagittarius. This is why with Western astrology, I'm a Capricorn, but not really. Cosmic astrology or sidereal astrology, I'm a Sagittarius. Carolyn, you're not a Sagittarius. You're this Officius, the Officius, however it's pronounced. But you are a great healer in your own right. And she may not. She'd be like, no, no. Anyway, so if you're eaten by a snake, are you being eaten up by wisdom? Facing fear head on, going into the mouth of a snake, going into the mouth of a dragon. That's very profound. That's we're taking the physical 3D form of eating. But what about esoterically? What about energetically? So, go back and revisit that. All right. Maureen, the difference between dreams and visions. Question what happens when you try to change a vision. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there is you can tell though in dream state. When you are asleep, you know the difference. You know what's happening. And is not your memory a vision? If we're seeing if it's being recorded, and this is where you want to be careful too. If you're discerning, because there is this technology, voice to skull, that they can send images and negative images and negative words to you. But right now, we are sending so much, and the people that they would be targeting, the bad guys, the evil ones, it's falling apart. Wouldn't be everyday people like you and I anymore. It would be a key people who are turning things around. So anyway, I can tell the difference though between dream state and then if I'm having conversation, if I'm in meditation and I see something. And you can question the vision. You absolutely should question the vision. Okay? And so and if you try to change it, does it stop? Well, instead of trying to change it, Maureen, why don't you just question it? Is this for my highest and greatest? Because if it's not for my highest and greatest, then stop this vision. And we must have that protection and those boundaries and say every day, several times a day, access denied to any and all energies, beings, frequencies, possessions, attachments, remote viewing, Access denied to my mind, body, soul. Access denied to my sacred space within, my sacred space without, the sacred space to which I am one of the benevolent guardians of. Access denied to that. And then if those visions stop, that's not for your highest and greatest. You're something else is bringing that in. All right. And you say access denied to that. No. And that's great for you to sit with, and I don't say practice, but sit with a little bit more, Maureen. And because I can tell that it's just, I just know, I can't really sit here and I just know the difference between if it's a good vision, if it's a dream, if it's because I know myself. I know myself and my abilities. And if something is not in that same resonance, it should stick out like a sore thumb. All right. Wendy, when I go to bed before I fall asleep, I do see visions. Sometimes I don't know what they mean. Well, again, just state that you do remember that when you wake up. Okay. And you'll remember it with grace and ease. Maureen, visions most of the time come true for me. So that prophecy, again, when you have, and this has been done in the past, you can have really great philosophers with prophecy, so to speak. And we've seen this with Nostradamus, Edgar Cayce, anyone else who had give visions for the future. They're seeing one path, maybe two are seeing the same path. The options that there are, show me the better options, show me the, I don't know what to do. You don't want to really see the destructive, though. Show me the worst case scenario. Well, you're going to fall into that frequency. Show me the best case scenario for with me, and I'm going to stay in that frequency and that resonance and stay with that. And then it comes true, then you've stayed in that frequency. All right. If it hasn't, it doesn't mean you're not good at it. It just means that wasn't for your highest and greatest. So that's really good, Maureen. That's great. So if they're coming true for you, then you are holding that frequency and that resonance of what you saw. All right. So now I'm going to get to messages. While I am answering Richard, if you would like to have, if you'd like for me to pull a card, or if you have a question, ask me a specific question. Hello, Pooja. Hello, Pooja. And so if you would like, oh, sorry, Maureen, you froze on my end. Definitely going to be watching. Okay, hon. All right. If you would just like a message, I'll pull a card for you. If you have a question, then ask me the specific question. So Richard asked me a couple of questions because he wasn't sure he was going to make it to the show. So your first question, Richard, did you handle things right on Friday night, and did it affect my promotion? Yes, you handled it correctly on not Friday night, on Friday. You handled it correctly on Friday. And no, well, not in a negative way. It didn't affect your promotion in a negative way, but it actually is really in a positive way. All right. And so, Richard, you look at things differently than some of the people that you work with, including management and those that have to make some choices. And they love that. Some can be annoyed by it because they may feel threatened, but I feel like you do have some people who absolutely love that about you, and you're a breath of fresh air, and you bring creative and new ideas to the table. All right. So your second one's really personal, really personal. I'm not going to share that on air, but I'm going to give you the answer to number 2. And it's, don't be in a rush, just enjoy. It's the best relationships, the ones that have any lasting power are those that are friends first. So don't be in a hurry and just enjoy the friendship. and just let it happen organically and naturally. Okay, so I'll leave that with you, my dear. Thank you so much, Richard. And I'm sorry I messed up. He couldn't be on Melissa's show Friday because he was, congratulations to you for being stage manager of a local production company. And so he had to go do the play, take care of the play. And he asked me to have Melissa give him a message. And I just forgot who I was, what day it was. I brain farted and forgot. So I told him, I was like, I'll make it up to you on my show. So I hope that helps, Richard. All right. Okay. Let's see. Over on TikTok, just say me message. Let me know if you would like to have a message. Ask me a specific question or pull a card for you, okay? So Ruth is the first one to say she wants a message. So Ruth, Wendy has a question. All right, Wendy, I'll get to that. And okay, so those are the first two. All right, if you would like to, because I would like to do that, I'd like to have your permission to do that for you, to give you a message. So you're welcome, Richard, my dear. All right, so Ruth. I'm going to do Ruth first. And this is the inner child cards to help do that. A lot of us, it's not you just do your shadow work and you're done. Sometimes it's a little healing is ongoing, but we have to remove the big chunk of it. We really have to, and then it just dissipates, and then the next thing and the next thing, because think about how old you are and how long we have been bombarded and hit with so much negative things, and we're having to work all that out. Work it all out. Okay, Patty. Hello, someone is new here. S-Pep, if you could please give me your first name so I could get into that energy a little bit more accurately. If you could just give me your first name, SPEP4114 over on YouTube. Thank you so much. Let me see anyone on TikTok. Robin, I'm putting your name down, okay, hon? And you can just tell me no if you don't want it. But everyone else, you need to let me know. All right, and okay, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. All right. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. All right, Sharon. So did you have a specific question or you just want me to pull a card for you? All right, and we'll see what happens. And so, whoa, Ruth. This just shot out. Number 3, Ruth, your favorite number. In safety. Look at this. This is the inner child feels completely safe. Isn't that beautiful? Her inner child feels completely safe. You're in a safe space, Ruth. You've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of that shadow. You've done a lot of that inner child. And it's interesting, too, because even sometimes our children can help us, but really our grandchildren can really bring it out for us, too. I think there's different levels and different phases. So, yeah, so that's for you, Ruth. Great validation on that, huh? Okay, and so Sharon, you do have a question too, and I will get that. All right, Wendy is next. Let me see. Wendy, before, I'm going to pull your card as well. Let me see. Wendy. Ooh, it's 30, which comes down to 3 too. Is Father. Father. I'm just going to leave that with you. Father. So this is about the inner child, that inner child. What Father is important with your inner child healing, and we're going to leave that with you. Okay, I'm going to leave that personally with you. All right, I have a question. How can I get my nails to become harder? They keep breaking. My father and kids have the same problem. Father! Oh my gosh! See, I would not read your question until I pulled a card. Had the same problem. I hate using polish on them, and thank you. Don't use polish on them. Our fingers that's chemicals, and I get that because I did too. I I used to have the fake nails. I did all that because my nails were so brittle. Well, guess what? When we put chemicals on there, no matter how much they say they're safe, whatever, they help your nails to grow. I had my nails off once and for all. 2019, I said I'm not doing it anymore. Plus two, my body was talking to me. And my fingernails were just like, get these off me now and keep them off. Okay. And I knew it was going to take several years of rebuilding again. But and it does. So collagen rich foods, you can take supplemental collagen, but actually, for your thyroid too, uh, kelp. All right, kelp. Stop using polish, even if they say that it's the healthiest there is. You can find this. This is what I do now. This is called Tropical Shine nail file. You can find them on Amazon. Okay. And so you have all sorts of, I like the all-in-one. You have a nail edge, remove edges, and then it has two different types of buffers. So now, with this buffer side here, when you go through and you file off some of the dead stuff, and then with this buffing tool, look, it looks like polish. I don't know if you can see that or not. Am I in the right angle? It shines. It gives your nails that shine. Okay? So it gives, you see that? And it looks like you have polish on. But now what you have done is you've just done the healthiest things you can for your nails. So look this up. You can get them. I get all my nail files on Amazon now. Tropical Shine. They used to, years ago, they was in a kiosk in malls. And so, yes, some jojoba oil for the cuticles, rub that on, and then just go through the filings. Just go through, do the remove the ridges, go through all parts of it. I love it. Then smooth the surface out and then buffs it out. So this is the 4-in-1. And then they have specific, like really coarse, fine ones. Do that yourself. All right. And let that rebuild. So that's interesting. I wonder if the file there was because of what your question had asked, but I think that's great. So I hope that helps. I used to buff my nails all the time. We'll get back to buffing them and using the jojoba oil. All right, will definitely help. And just be mindful, there's collagen-rich foods. Research that. And also, too, like I said, the kelp. Get some kelp. Kelp helps your thyroid. And so, your lymphatic system, too. But it helps your thyroid, and it helps all of that. Hair, skin, nails. So, all right, I leave that with you, Wendy. Thank you. Patty said she wanted a card. Okay, Patty. Patty. And then Maureen. Yeah, Patty. Patty. Yeah, I know, Robin, you have a ton of those. Yeah, I need to do my nails. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome, Mindy. All right, Patty. All right. Limiting belief. So it's number 32, or it could be 23, or 3 plus 2 is 5. So all those number combinations, 32, 23, or 5, and limiting belief. Know that in all belief, there's a lie. See the word? All belief, there's some sort of lie, right? What is that? Let's get to the bottom of that. There's something that is limiting you. And this limiting belief, see, there you are in the cage. It's not locked. The door's open. Get out of the cage. And then look at all these butterflies. And be free. And there's like, they're butterflies. There's flying books, like more knowledge. There's more out there. Expansion. Keep expanding. think you hit a little phase of pausing. And so just almost to the point of just let it doesn't matter anymore. Let all that go. Let everything you've been taught. I'm going to just stop with it. I'm just going to everything that I was taught in the past, I'm going to let it go and start over. So I feel like you're at that start over point, whether you wanted to or not. And let's just move forward and embrace that and rediscover who you are truly, Patty, who you are beyond titles and your name and expectations. Okay. So I leave that with you, my dear. Thank you so much. All right, Maureen, let me see. You had something. I haven't heard anything on my son's case. When will the bad person or people be arrested? I think some of them, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't some of them already pass on? And know that these times that we are in, no one's getting away with anything, Maureen. No one's getting away with anything. Okay? Let me pull a message for you. So don't be. We know this too. There's always more than what appears. And so there's more going on. And know that no one's getting away with anything. We're moving way too fast. You can see an instant karma happen immediately. Somebody does something bad in like seconds, if not immediate. There's consequences for actions. Consequences always. And so no one gets away with anything, Maureen, okay? So just know that they have to make things right now. They have to answer for their actions. All right? They have to answer for their actions. All right. Let me pull the card for you as well, Maureen. Anyone else? Does anyone on TikTok want a message? Just say yes, you would, and I'd be happy to do that for you. They're all quiet tonight over on TikTok. Okay. Maureen, 12. No, that's a 4, honey. 42. 42 or 24 or 4 plus 2 is 6. Look at this. Protection. You are protected. Of course, your son is in a most protected high frequency space. You're protected, but you know what? It's the family name that's protected. All right, because I know that's important for you. It's clearing your son's name, which has already been done energetically. And so just, when you let that go and know that if fate has already happened, everything has, no one's getting away with anything. Justice is done. This is what I keep hearing from Jake. Jay keeps saying, justice is served. Justice is done. It's okay, Mom. Justice is served. You are protected, sweetheart. And just know that, okay? And I'll leave that with you, Maureen. 2 have passed. Right. Okay? So there's more to come on that. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you, Patty. Grateful for you too. Okay, so Sharon, you're next over here on YouTube. Sharon. Will I be getting my inheritance? I'm going to pull a card for you as well. Will I be getting my inheritance? Yes, and then some. Yes, and then some. And then some. So your inheritance is going to come from a lot more than you realize. It's not just family. I don't know, how can I phrase this? Yes, you're going to get inheritance, and you're going to be excited, surprised to know what that all entails. All right. So I feel like it's going to be from different sources, not just one. It's going to come to you in different ways. It's just going to present itself in different ways. All right, Sharon, let me also pull a card for you, my dear. Sharon. Sharon. Is 23 or 32. 3 plus 2 is 5. There's been a lot of 5s. And embrace. Loving embrace. You know, there's this beautiful loving embrace. And it's so you're asking about inheritance. So you have loved ones obviously on the other side. And they are giving you this loving embrace, and all is well. All is well. And look at the roots there. The roots. All right. You're not going to be, don't think about the worst case scenario. They're giving you a loving embrace. And yes, everything's going to be great. Just don't spend it before you get it. No. It's coming. And it's coming, and they're saying in multiple waves or phases. There's phase 1, phase 2. There's just going to come in multiple phases or waves. I keep hearing phases and waves, okay? So I leave that with you, Sharon. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening and for participating. Thanks for joining the Sacred Circle. I'm so grateful. So grateful. All right. Yay. All right. Does anybody over on TikTok like to have a message? Just say me. Comment me and I'll pull you a card, or if you have a question, I'll answer that for you. So, okay, so Robin, on to Robin. Robin. Yeah, I see you, Robin. Yes. Hold on, let me I have to validate. There we go. Thank you. Keep the live going. All right. Yes, please. Okay, Robin, you are next. So, my dear, and anyone else, you're the last one, unless anyone else over on TikTok or anybody else on any of the platforms show up. So, Robin. Rockin' Robin. Number 2. It's a 20 or 2. Shadow. And I feel like you really have been doing a lot of your shadow work. You've been meeting that fear, that inner child. See the shadow work. You are doing that. And look, you're facing. You see how this person is facing their shadow, not running from it. You are facing it. You are doing your work. You're doing your inner child, your shadow work. All right. The dark night of the soul, things like that. Is how that's also, I'm trying to say, they use different terms for the same thing. Dark night of the soul, shadow work, inner child work, but it all means the same thing. Facing what you fear. So this is validation for you. And 2. All right, LinkedIn, I didn't see your message. Could you type it again and see? Because can you see my message? And I'm on LinkedIn. Could you, if you had a question or you want me to pull, let me check something out real quick. All right, Ruth says, thank you, Tiffany. Great message. Yes, I sure have done a lot of healing work. I'm grateful for you. I love you. I love you too. Let's see. Sharon says, thank you so much. Blessings to you. Thank you, sweetheart. I am grateful for that. Grateful for you. And let me go over here to LinkedIn just real quick, because sometimes I cannot see. There's make me sign in again. How do you make me sign in again? All right, so notifications here. Yeah, okay. Is this Sylvia? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Can you see my message? Now I can see you, hon. Sylvia, I'm on LinkedIn. Yes. All right. So, Sylvia, did you want a message? So I could see you. Yep, I can see you. I'll tell you what, Sylvia, because of time and everything, I'm going to go ahead and just give you a message. And I'm just going to pull a card for you and see what messages I get for you. Okay. Oh, you did ask. I would like to know if I have a change in my life coming. So Sylvia on LinkedIn. Okay. Just writing your name down, Sylvia. All right. Is there a change? Of course, yes. There's some big changes coming for you. Is the first thing that I hear for you. Absolutely. Great things. Great things. And this is what's dictating what's going, but it's going to be great or not, because we are in very powerful times right now. Again, remember the waking up thing, the waking up, and you dictate, or you command, you manifest how you want this day to go. When you first wake up, I like to start too with some deep breaths. Get that deep breath, 3 deep breaths. I'm grateful for this fresh new day. I'm grateful for the passing night. I'm grateful for this fresh new day. I am grateful for this day that is for my highest and greatest. The outcomes of today. We can set the tone for that. And they're just reminding you of that. Okay. All right. So Sylvia, let me also say, but I am hearing, yes, absolutely. Lots and lots of changes. Oh, look at this. 16 or 61, and 1 plus 6 is 7. Ancestors, sweetheart. You have a lot of ancestor help. You have that are with you, and a lot of great things coming for you. You have the good things. You have the good qualities, the good traits of the ancestors. All right. And you are doing the work that our ancestors couldn't do or wouldn't do. All right. So absolutely, there's a lot of, let's say rewards, but there is several things you're going to be rewarded for, where you feel like no one paid attention to what you did, or you feel like you were invisible. No, they were paying attention. So you're going to be rewarded for a couple of those things. And then there's just more things just coming. It's like once it starts, you pull that thread and there's more coming behind that. Okay. So leave that with you. All right. So I'm not sure I get your question here over on YouTube. Asharif. Oh, so your grandmother. There you go, Sylvia. Yes. You have very strong, powerful ancestors. All right. And so, yeah. They're with you, hon. It's like the Star Wars, The Last Jedi, how Rey goes, I have all the Jedi behind me, that's how I feel about with our ancestors. And you have all your powerful Jedi ancestors behind you, okay? So that with you, Sylvia. I kind of guess I just had to say that. She still is a seer, honey. She still is. Don't say was. She's still alive, just in a different realm. She's still alive, and she's still with you. Okay. New here. I don't answer questions like that. Okay. You're asking of somebody else, what does he love about you? You have to ask him. I don't read for somebody else without their permission, and that type of question is not, is a violation. So I'm not going to answer that type of question. All right. I'll be happy to pull you a card real quick, Asharif, and then that will be that for tonight. Asharif, what's for Asharif's highest and greatest? What is, yeah. Protection and safety. You are protected and you are safe. Okay, you are protected and you are safe. Know yourself a little bit more. Be careful with who you are. Don't chase anyone. Don't chase anyone. You are protected. You are safe. Okay. So don't be concerned about somebody who's not in the same frequency, the same level energetically as you. You deserve better. Okay. So there you go. That's for somebody else, Sylvia. Okay. So this is for someone else on YouTube now. That message. All right. So thank you for tuning in. I think Asharif. Thank you. All right. Back to Sylvia. She's right. Yes, true. And it was kept quiet, and now I'm doing and revealing what the people can come out to the paranormal. Very good. Very good. Thanks. I know I know someone was with me lots. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And any type of paranormal work, you know the protection. You know that. Put that protection around you, making sure that anything non-malevolent is not following you home. That anything malevolent and evil is not following you home. Okay, so there we go. I guess that's all right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in this evening. I will be back next week. I will have a show on the 30th. All right, so I will return next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, on all these platforms where I'm streaming live now. Everyone have a very peaceful and joyful Thanksgiving, and make peace. If you can't make peace with your family, make peace with your family's relationships within yourself. Shadow work, inner child work. You got this. I believe in you. Peace be with your heart. Peace be with your mind. Peace be with your soul. Peace be with your whole eternal being. And shine on, continue to shine brightly. I am grateful for each and every one of you. Source, because we're done with force, Source be with you. Much love to you, everyone. Good night.